Welcome to the series of me trying to transform somebody out there into a network engineer. In today's video, I am going to be going over one of the most underrated topics that I think anybody that is jumping into network engineering or computer networking period, or just in the tech game, you should definitely put this in your bag and definitely get it under your belt. This is the OSI model. So let's go ahead and get started. On this slide, we're looking at one of the most important concepts that you'll ever come across in networking, the OSI model. OSI just stands simply for Open Systems Interconnection. It's a framework that helps us understand how data moves from one device to another over a network. Think of it as a blueprint for communication, showing how every part of a network from your computer to a web server talks to each other. The OSI model is made up of 7 different layers, each with its own job. Starting from the top, you have the application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer. This might seem like a lot to remember, but don't worry. Each layer builds on the one below it. Also, if you're studying for the CCNA, you're going to come across this mnemonic, which is all people seem to need data processing. Or if you want to go from the bottom up, you could go, please do not throw sausage pizza away, for easy ways to memorize that. All right, now here's a simple way to think about this whole concept in the framework. And you're going to be taught this if you go into any kind of college or anything. It's just imagine that you're sending a letter. So at the application layer, it's just like you writing whatever you're going to write about, whatever data or information that you want to get over to the other person. The presentation layer, this makes sure that it's in the right format, choosing the language, whether you're going to speak English or Japanese. The session layer, this is like opening and managing the conversation, starting and ending it properly. The transport layer, this is your delivery service. This is like UPS, or if you're going to go Amazon, making sure that your message arrives completely and is in the right order. The network layer is the map. You can just think of this like the GPS. It knows how to get everywhere the fastest route possible. It decides the best route for that message to take. The data link layer handles all the physical addressing, all of the physical address that you put on the envelope with the destination address and your source address of where it's coming from. And then the physical layer, you could just think of this as the road or the cable that your letter is using to get from point A to point B. Each layer, and this is very important, it passes the information down to the next. It's not skipping over each one of those layers. It's passing it from end to end, from the layer down to the next. And on the receiving end, it's building it back up in the reverse order, from the physical layer all the way back up to the application. So why does this even matter? Because when something goes wrong in the network, and trust me, there is always going to be something going wrong. Say a computer can't connect, or a connectivity issue, basic connectivity issue. This OSI model helps engineers pinpoint exactly where the problem might be. Because I'm not going to be troubleshooting an application layer issue, anything with HTTP, FTP, SH, DNS, all of those, I'm going to stop at around IP or the data link layer or the physical layer. Once all of that is checked out, then the network is pretty much good. But you are responsible for knowing how all of those other layers also interact, because it's part of that model. Understanding these layers just gives you a structured way to troubleshoot and communicate about the network issues like a pro. Before we move on, remember the key idea. The OSI model isn't something you see. It's something you use to think about how this data is going to be traveling. And that's how your first step of troubleshooting. You're going to be using this a lot. So definitely lock it in. On the next slide, we'll zoom in on one of the most fundamental parts of the network, the cables. This is what carries all the data from one device to another. All right, so that's all I wanted to share for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And if you want to see more content like this and want me to keep this series going, go ahead and comment the word mini in the comments so that I know, and I'll bring that next video to you next week. Make sure to tap in with me, and I'm going to holler at you. Peace.